If you've got a business, product, or service and you want to make more sales, then you need a sales funnel, which is why in this video we're talking about what is a sales funnel and how does it work, so your business can generate more sales, customers, and money in the bank. Let's get to it. Hey there, my name is Adam Earhart, Modern Marketing Strategist, and welcome to the Modern Marketing Show, where we help you make marketing that matters. So if you're interested in learning about the latest and greatest marketing strategies, tools, tips, tricks, and tactics, well, you may want to consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. All right, let's talk sales funnel, specifically what they are and how you can use them to generate more leads, turn those leads into customers, and turn those customers into lifelong and loyal brand ambassadors for your business. But before we dive in, let me know in the comment section below either yay for funnels if you're already using a sales funnel in your business, or not yet if you haven't fully implemented them yet, but hopefully you're able to by the end of this video. Now, we've all heard that for someone to do business with you or make a purchase or essentially interact with your business, they need to know, like, and trust you. Well, the beauty of a funnel is that it's a nice and clean and really simple and efficient way to execute all three of these things in the shortest amount and most fluid way possible. But first off, sales funnels are nothing new. Man, they've been around pretty much since the beginning of business, when one of the first business owners essentially invited someone in for coffee, had a nice chat, maybe gave them a tour of their farm, and then offered to sell them a cow or goat or sheep or whatever people sold in those days. You see, a sales funnel is really nothing more than a relationship building framework that allows you to take someone who has absolutely no idea about you or your business or what you do and how you may be able to help them, and guide them effortlessly through the process, educating them and essentially building the relationship as you go, taking them from lead all the way into happy and loyal customer. Now, we're going to cover the ins and outs and some of the details of a sales funnel in this video, but to make things even more clear, I'm going to lay out a really nice, clean, and simple funnel that pretty much any business owner could benefit from, and I'll put this right at the end of the video, so make sure to stick around for that. All right, let's dive into exactly how sales funnels work. The way that a sales funnel works is first by understanding and respecting the different levels, or essentially different steps of the buying journey that a customer may be at. To put it bluntly, you basically don't want to make an offer right at the very beginning of a relationship when they have absolutely no idea who you are or why they should care or how you could even help them. It's a little like proposing marriage on a first date. Odds of conversion? Pretty low. This is why a sales funnel helps to facilitate a nice and smooth introduction to you, to your business, to your product or service, and essentially guides them through at a pace that's comfortable for them. We do this in 3 stages: tofu, mofu, and bofu. Silly words, but powerful concepts. Let's start with tofu, shall we? The very first step of a sales funnel is tofu, or top of funnel, aptly named because it's at the top. This step is all about awareness and introducing your product, your service, or even a high-level overview of your offer to your market. Now, prospects at this stage of the funnel typically have absolutely no idea about you, about what you do, or about why they should care. It's for this reason that you want to keep your tofu content, or top of funnel marketing, really low barrier. Essentially, you don't want to come right out and ask for the sale, especially if you're selling something a little more expensive or high ticket. Now, you want to keep commitments low at this stage and really keep that low barrier of entry by maybe giving away some free content and asking nothing in return, or maybe offering something of a little more value in exchange for an email address and maybe a first name. Now, some traffic and lead gen type activities for the top of funnel include things like blogs or videos or podcasts, or essentially anything that allows you to reach a large number of people relatively cost effectively, so you can sort of reach them and then filter out the ones that might be interested to move them into mofu, or middle of funnel, in just a second. Also, don't be afraid of paid advertisements at this stage, because really what we're trying to do is call out our ideal target market, see who's interested, and get them to take action so we can move them further down the funnel. Good examples here might be something like a Facebook, Instagram, or a YouTube ad that directs them to a free download or PDF giveaway in exchange for their email address so you can follow up with them later. Now, prospects and potential customers that engage with your business or content in some way, shape, or form, well, they get to graduate to the next stage, mofu, or middle of funnel. Again, not the most original name, but at least it gets the point across. Now, your marketing at this point should appeal to your prospects' interest and consideration. Essentially, they already know a little bit about your business by kind of graduating through that tofu, top of funnel content, so it's at this point that you can escalate things just a little bit further by really drilling down on their pain points and how your business is uniquely positioned to solve that for them. Basically, at this point, you want to nurture the leads that you may have acquired at the top of funnel stage by sending them value-packed emails or retargeting ads that give them more information, and essentially continue to build that know, like, and trust factor. You want to encourage them to take the next step and establish your position as an authority on the subject and an expert on what you're talking about. You can do this through, again, lots of value content, but as well making use of things like testimonials and case studies. Again, these are going to be a lot more relevant at this stage because someone knows a little bit about you and a little bit about your business. So it's not like a case study's coming out of left field and totally irrelevant to them. Also at this stage, don't be afraid to start to really sprinkle in some offers and really educate them on what you do and how you could be of service to them. Again, because they already know you at least a little bit, it's not going to be irrelevant, and if they've engaged with you in some way, shape, or form, they've essentially self-identified as someone that could benefit from what you have to offer. An example here could be some email follow-up messages that not only educate and inform and possibly entertain, but also sprinkle in some very strategic calls to action that direct them to your offer or next piece of sales or promotional material. The bottom step of the funnel is not surprisingly titled the bottom of funnel, or BOFU. It's here that your prospects are far more likely to have both intent and purchase traits because they've already graduated through your top of funnel and your middle of funnel, and they're still sticking around. This is why at this stage, your sole mission is to make things as easy as possible for your potential prospects to purchase or engage with your business. Clearly define exactly what it is you're selling, who you're selling it to, and how it would benefit them. You also want to make the sales process as frictionless as possible by providing multiple calls to action, essentially limiting unnecessary steps, and again following up in all of their preferred media choices, meaning email, possibly direct mail, putting links on your website, through social media, or however your ideal target market likes to engage with your type of content. Now, at this stage of the funnel, at the bottom, you're able to keep things a lot more direct. After all, they've already engaged with you, they already know who you are, presumably they already like you, or at least believe that you can help them in some way, shape, or form, so there's no need to kind of go out there and re-educate them on who you are and reintroduce yourself again. That'd be kind of weird, right? Hi, my name is Adam Earhart, and you're watching The Modern Marketing Show, where we help you make I already said that? I already said that. All that said, there is some content that you can repeat here, specifically educational, informational, entertaining content, and social proof elements like those case studies and testimonials, because they only further to cement your position as an authority and expert on the topic. Some examples of calls to action that you could use at your bottom of funnel include things like a strategy session, or a free trial, or maybe even a demo, depending on what you're selling. Alright, so now that we've covered the sales funnel from top to bottom, let's lay out a nice and clean and simple online marketing funnel that achieves all three steps as quickly and as easily as possible. For the top of funnel, we'll start with a Facebook ad, an Instagram ad, or a YouTube ad that introduces yourself and also creates some awareness around the problem your potential prospects may be facing. This ad in turn will direct them to a landing page where we'll collect their email address and of course deliver upon the promise that we made in the ad in the first place on the thank you page. For the middle of funnel, we'll follow up with an email series as well as some retargeting ads that continue to educate and entertain and inform, as well as paint a vivid picture of how much better things could be if they were to engage with your business. Finally, for the bottom of funnel, we'll ramp up both our email and our retargeting ads, and we're going to be a whole lot more direct about their pains and how we could solve them with the solution that our business offers. We're also not going to be shy here about how they can take the next step, and we're going to encourage them every step of the way. And that's all there is to it. A complete sales funnel that engineers the perfect relationship from stranger to prospect to customer. Alright, so thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to make sure to link up another video on sales funnels right below so you can check that out too if you'd like a little more information on the subject. Also, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and say hello in the comment section below. Alright, so thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time on The Modern Marketing Show.